Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 84 of Serendipity. This one is titled All Together Now. You could hear the chatter from the hallway of the building as you and Deku walked up the corridor to the front door of his apartment building, and you smiled, huffing slightly from the walk. Sounds like everyone's here, you panted with a smile. Are you okay, Yin? Do you need to sit? Deku asked with concern rising in his voice. I'm okay, you replied, still panting a little. I'll sit when we get inside. He nodded and linked his arm with yours to try and take some of your weight on his arm. You and he stopped at his mum's front door and knocked. It didn't take long for her to answer, and she nearly exploded with excitement when she saw you both. Come in, she greeted brightly. Please, oh Yin, you look so beautiful. Thank you, you panted, trying desperately to breathe normally so that it didn't sound or look like you were dying. Please, come and sit, she offered, ushering you and Deku in, once you'd taken your shoes off. You both walked down the hall and into the lounge room where everyone was milling around. Jem, Mrs. Todoroki, was the first to see you and smiled as she walked over to say hello. You look so beautiful, she said softly as she walked up and hugged you in greeting. I feel so heavy, you said, still huffing a little. It's terrible, isn't it? She replied sympathetically. Not long to go now, then you'll be free of all that weight soon enough. Do you feel any lighter immediately after giving birth? You asked her. Well, yes, in a way, but your legs and belly feel all wobbly because there's such a change to the structure of your body in a short space of time, she said. I'm inclined to believe you, you replied with a smile, looking down to see little Soshi clinging to her leg. Hi, Soshi, you greeted the little one while he stared up at you with his bright orange eyes. He looked from you to his mum, and she smiled down at him. Say hello, sweetheart, she encouraged him. Hello, he said softly to you. Attention, Todoroki called suddenly from beside Mrs. Midoriya, as she stood there shyly, unable to call everyone's attention over the noise of the chatter in the room. You should have gotten Bakugo to yell, Kaminari's voice called from where he was sitting on the lounge beside his fiancée Kairi. The pair had just recently announced their engagement and were head over heels in love. Damn right she should have, Bakugo growled from beside the drinks bar, sculling down a coke. He would have just shouted, Die, you extras, another voice quipped. Who said that? Damn extra, Bakugo snapped, earning a chuckle from the room while Mrs. Bakugo tried to calm him down. Todoroki cleared his throat, and everyone looked back to him and Mrs. Midoriya. Thank you all so much for coming today, she said happily. It's a wonderful day today, as we all are here to celebrate the soon arrival of the newest member of the Midoriya family. You grinned, feeling your little one kick as you placed a hand on your belly. Deku happily put his arm around you, and you grinned up at him. We have plenty of drinks and food, so please eat up. The bathroom's down the hall to your right, and if any of the little ones here today need a nap, you're welcome to let them sleep in any of the rooms, Mrs. Midoriya said with glee, looking over to the three little kids playing on the mat with the toys that she had bought in advance for her coming grandchild. Little Soshi had the train set, Chisuke had the All Might action figure and was trying to stop Soshi's train with it, and Ginny had found the coloured rings and was stacking them expertly onto the wooden pegs. The attention of the room lingered on the kids before looking back to Mrs. Midoriya. So let's start, she said happily. I'll go get the food. I'll help, Mum, Deku said, leaving your side to help his mother in the kitchen. Do you feel like you're having a boy or a girl? Mrs. Bakugo asked as she walked over to greet you. I'm not sure, and so many people have said either boy or girl, so I can't even say that people are swayed to one gender, because it's pretty equal, you said with a chuckle. I hope you have a girl, because a house of boys is hard, she said with a smirk, grunting as her husband walked behind her and smacked her on the ass. Behave, she hissed at his smirking face as he walked over to his high school friends, Kirishima and Kaminari. Kairi, you called to the pretty blonde girl beside Kaminari. She looked up and smiled at you, then got up and walked over. Hey, no, come back, Kaminari called when she got up and left his side. No, I'll be back in a second. You can survive for a second without me, she called back. No, I can't, he wailed pitifully. I'm dying. I can help with that, Bakugo sneered, crackling explosions in the palms of his hands. Nope, I'm good. I just decided I'm fine, Kaminari said quickly. You shook your head and looked to Kairi, who was chuckling a little. He's an idiot, but I love him, she said with a shy smile. You two are so cute together, you said. When's the wedding? Oh, another 5 months away, she said with a smile. It comes around pretty quickly, Mrs. Bakugo said knowingly. Much like 5 weeks is going to fly for you, Yin. Then before you know it, you're a mum and you have no idea what you're doing. Was Chi a good baby? You asked her. Does he look like he's easy to handle? She deadpanned, all of you looking over to where Bakugo was trying to stop Chi from destroying Soshi's train. You hummed. Nah, he was actually pretty good as a baby. He's just gotten more and more intense as he's gotten older. That's probably his dad coming through, Kari said with a chuckle. Yeah, 100%, she replied with a sigh. Thankfully, Izu's pretty mellow, so our bub might be a little bit more chilled. Probably, she replied to you. It's good being a mum though, you'll enjoy it. Just then entrees were being passed around and the conversation paused so you could all eat the delicious food that Mrs. Midoriya had made. And there ends chapter 84. Stay tuned for chapter 85.